All right, Phil, it's been a while for a title fight week for you, but how does it feel that you're here now?
It feels great. I'm back in Mohegan Sun. Been here many times and very familiar. And yeah, I'm excited to get rocking again.
Yeah, and it's not the only thing that's familiar. Your opponent, Vadim Nemkov, a guy you faced a couple years ago. Since the first fight, I mean, how much have you wanted this one back? Has it weighed on you at all?
Not so much weight on me. More or less push me forward. Life is about growth, and I take those experiences and I use them to grow.
Yeah, and what do you think you learned from that first when you talk about growth? What were the lessons out of that one?
Right. I look at that fight and I think, I got to start sooner. And when I find, not even so much as a weakness, just when I find a crease, I gotta go and exploit it right away. You can't necessarily finesse your way all the time. Sometimes you just gotta be a little forceful, be a bit of a brute, and get it done.
And that fight was very close. Now that I'm sure you've watched it back maybe a couple of times, did you think that was the right call? Do you think that it should have gone your way? Like, how did you feel about the way the judges scored it?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. For me, to look back and think, oh, they should have gave that to me, or they shouldn't have gave it to, that's a waste of my time and energy. You'll never get better doing that. And all about is getting better and winning fights. So why even calculate that into my existence? I'm good. Judges have a tough job. They're constantly taking punches and never delivering any. It's a tough job.
Yeah.
Cool. They say I didn't win. I didn't win. My job is to take the situations that I did lose, find out with my coaches, like, what makes sense? What's the best way to attack these situations going forward? What makes sense? How should I respond? How should I react? Put that into my training, kind of do some simulations, some situations, and then from there, go out and perform.
And it's been a few years since that fight, so I mean, do you feel like you both have changed where that fight's kind of, in terms of how it played out, irrelevant, or do you feel like there are still a lot of things that you could have pulled away from that one?
No, I feel like we're definitely both better, but definitely still versions of that first fight. So I expect to, and at the same time, rematch is a little weird because you expect a person to do something versus, I don't know what this guy's going to do. And so I try to take a novel approach and just kind of go into it knowing kind of an idea of what he wants to do, but not so much as I script what he will do or his plan of attack or these are things he did well at, so he should probably do these. That's me breaking down what I would do if I was him, not necessarily what he's thinking. Does that play into his strengths?
For sure. And talk about the tournament a little bit. Does that excite you? A guy that's been around, you've headlined all sorts of shows, to kind of have something new, something fresh, something exciting like this?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is as fresh and as exciting as it gets.
Yeah, and when you look at the rest of the field, are there any other matchups out there that you're like, man, I would really like to share the cage with this guy?
All of them. All of them. Yeah. No, absolutely everybody in this tournament is a fun fight. So I'm looking forward to getting in there with both the guys I've already faced, which is literally half of them, and all the new faces. So it's fun.
Yeah. What did you think of Ryan's fight last week? Did you watch it?
Yes. Yeah. He did well. He just straight ran Machida over. He had to battle through a little bit of adversity, but once he got going, he was really rolling.
Yeah. And Vadim had just he's coming off a very impressive win over Ryan. Since the last time you guys fought, I mean, have you been impressed with the couple of fights that he's had and the way that he's seemingly improved as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's cooking. So I'm impressed with him as a fighter, and that to me is how you stay sharp in the sport. You got to be a fan of everybody, and just really appreciate what they do, and have an understanding of how they do what they do and their skill set, and just have fun.
I'm not
with it.
sure I understand.
Nobody's talking to you, Siri.
Always button in, right?
Always button in.
There you go. But last question for you, man. When you play it out in your head and you go out there on Friday, how do you see it playing out?
You know, again, I don't like to script it too much.
Sure.
I like to really just let the fight unfold. I feel like I've prepared for everything. So now it's just a matter of taking advantage of every opportunity that presents itself and not scripting what I think will take place and trying to corral the fight necessarily into those things. Once I'm there and I see an opening, then I will begin to corral him into whether it be certain striking exchanges or takedowns or grappling exchanges. That's a feel thing for me.
Awesome, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck on Friday, Phil, and I appreciate the time, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.